There is a lot of things you can explain to a caveman, like Newton's theory of motion and gravity. It's quite simple, really. All you need to do is push him a bit. That's motion. Off a fucking cliff. Gravity, right? While this incredibly complex scientific breakdown worked just fine, our caveman subject would never understand the art of RP. Just telling him about the computers would be a pain, but imagine having to explain about a video game fantasy world about orcs, humans and space goats in which one player character of a certain faction choosing their own way to play the game, and the chosen gameplay is pretending to be a person native to the in-game world while taking on a special self-written personality and story, and just go to an infamous inn and hang out with a bunch of horny teenagers. I don't know, man. Humans are more generic than Goldchar jokes. Yeah, I know, I might have said that, but I never said I wasn't a two-faced asshat. Now listen, roleplayers, I'm kinda hesitant to talk crap about you, or as you know it, condemn thou, because frankly, I don't know that much about you people. But I do know what the basic concept of roleplay is. You take on a role. Groundbreaking information! In order to learn more about RP, I'ma go to the role-playing forums and see what I can find there. Oh, what can they possibly say about Tauren paladins? Plate doesn't fit them. I know they are normally unnatural people wearing leather and shit, but plate and the light isn't really unrealistic for them, as we have blessed beef in real life as well. Allegedly anyway, and that shit is wearing plate too. Rate the name of the person above you. I have a feeling it's from an RP perspective then, just a feeling though. From Penny to Aslass. Aslass sadly doesn't cut me as an elven name. Well, that's understandable, as he somehow packed 1.5 asses in a 6-letter long name. Shkunanel sounds like something I would put in my washing machine, or something I would buy in large amounts on late night TV shopping. How can a shaman be powerful? I don't even need to read this one. Just stack strength or stop wasting O2. Truth or dare? Oof, kinda iffy on this one. Post a question that the poster below you has to answer truthfully. My question: have you ever felt attracted to a gnome if odd, or a goblin if alliance? Out of all the questions she could have asked, out of all the fucking questions, he starts the post off with, have you ever felt attracted to a gnome or goblin? What the fuck is this, midgetmingle.com? You know, I bet this person have made a character who's interested in gnomes/goblins, and it's likely that she is just asking this question to see if there are any other people who have done the same. Edit, this would be Ickly, yes. Ickly. What the fuck does that even mean? Is it some kind of RP slang? 2 seconds, gotta look this up. Aha, so Ickly means in character and Ookly out of character. So she is for some weird ass reason asking if anyone in their right mind have made a character which is sexually interested in having intercourse with a gnome or goblin. I don't even know what to say to this one. Have you ever done anything Ickly that Ookly annoys someone you know well? I don't know, man, this just sounds like baby language to me. Couldn't you just choose something else than Ickly and Ookly? Alright, so apparently you can also use IC and OOC, which is pretty much better in any way possible. So, have you ever done anything IC that OOC annoys someone you know well? I have roleplayed as sexist before, so that would be a yes. Why would you ever roleplay as a sexist? Is that like fun to you, man? What the fuck? Have any of your characters ever ran around naked / in underwear in any of the main cities? Maybe. Face pointing right, face pointing left. Oh, the damn cringe. You know, I knew when I set up to make this video, I would run into some cringe at some point, but I didn't know it would come this soon. I'm not even in the damn game yet. Has your character ever contemplated suicide? No, but I sure am right now. Roleplaying a non-stereotype rogue. Just do it from the front. Have you ever created a character that makes you cringe every time you think about it? Either due to it being poorly executed or it was just a horrific idea in hindsight. Yeah, I can think of a person who might relate to this. Okay, none of these people gives me a real idea of what roleplayers generally are like. We need to go deeper. You see, it's easy for me to criticize when I have never really explored a roleplay server before. So my fellow realists, let's learn a bit about the in-game Roletigis player ethicus. One thing you immediately notice when being on an RP server is, as I've kind of insinuated already, that the majority of the players are quite formal. Their vocabularies are indeed quite impressive. Ah yes, the unavoidable RP walk, a true classic.
You know, how can a guild be within a guild? That's deep.
This is where it gets weird. Why are these two females sitting and laying beside the tiger while this dude is watching them saying, "Is it?" And they respond, "Yes." I know I should have been here earlier in order to know what they are talking about, but what could the tiger possibly be that takes a sitting and a sleeping woman to figure out? Is it pregnant? If so, when the fuck did they RP it getting impregnated? What was that? Why? What does that mean? As in yes, or as in I'm thinking, or maybe even worse. I don't know, man, I'm just a filthy PvEer, so I can conclude one thing. If that tiger wasn't there, I would raid those two, if you know what I'm saying. I didn't realize the RP would influence me so soon. This is some footage I took while doing a gnome run on my 10k substream. 90% of all guards in this camp are RPers, even patrolling outside being a lookout for the dangerous level 27 mobs around here. We move on to more daring territory as we now will learn a bit about the shady, highly dangerous Roleplaying Pleitikis Eroticus, as they call themselves in their native tongue, but we, the outsiders, know them more as ERPers. And where to find them but good old Goshire. As we slowly move in, we see the obligatory presence of an unknown amount of female Draenei. You know, it is said that every year they migrate to the most liberal location in Azeroth, Goshire, to forget about their traumatic, dark, extremely brutal past by dancing half naked in front of people like Ventic here. The thing is, are the player behind the screen male or female? That is tricky business in the Goshire area, but Ventic knows and he is prepared. Dovano here was so eager for a lap dance that he stepped through the chair when he realized that his date were called to bed by his mom 30 minutes ago. And here we see the elusive Gosharian performing the old Charikis Switchikis, a technique only mastered by a couple of specimen. I will cut open your watermelons like I cut open your cat's throat. Okay, I have a problem with this situation here. First, what the fuck? Second, I'm not sure what that means. Third, his name is Dogtoy, which could mean a lot of things in an ERP environment. ERP is probably gonna be the main reason if I ever get severe depression. I'm already halfway there, I feel. I imagine RP is kinda like the real life acting, mostly good, while ERP would be more like the erotic sort of acting, forced and awkward. Are you feeling fine after yesterday's trip, my lady?
Just fine. Aw, I now suddenly think I feel like I twisted my ankle. It hurts a lot.
Oh, how unfine, but fortunately I have some fine sausage with me, which will heal you very fast, since that's how food works in this fine world.
How incredibly fine. What kind of sausage is it?
My penis. Simply inspirational dialogue. Also, this example isn't 100% depictive of what an ERP scenario can be, as both genders were participating. But in conclusion, the art of roleplaying is really all about painting with words, having fun with friends, living out fantasies and dreams they wouldn't be able to in real life. And then there's those who somehow, even equally, manage to be as disturbing as Blizzard's lore fuck-ups. The thing with RP is, it's never really ending, unless the role player wants it to end. For PvPers and PvEers there's an end, a pinnacle of content that you can finish, and they are depending on Blizzard to make new content for them, while RPers don't need that, which is why they are not as affected by a lack of new content as PvPers and especially PvEers are, which is quite cool to be honest. So, roleplayers, I might think a lot of you are weird or sometimes straight up police notifyingly alarming, but you do have the upper hand when it comes to getting the most out of the game. But does that mean I'll start roleplaying? No. My dick. My dick. My penis. My penis. My penis.